Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the new episode of One Piece, which is on episode 1119. This episode right here was very well done, although there were some filler scenes that annoyed me a bit, but I should have expected it, but whatever. It is what it is. Anyways, the way how Toei did it, man, I give you guys good props, man. Whoever worked on this episode, directed it, and with everything you've done, you did a good job. So if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it, after the opening, we get to see Cobra really shocked to see Emu sitting on the throne, and we have to it, Cobra ask a question of who they are or something like that, but Emu says, I am not going to tell you that, so you better zip the lip, okay? Well, in a polite manner, not to a point by telling Cobra, shut up, will you? Let me talk. You're not in the position to say anything. But, we have to it, Emu decides to help answer the question to Cobra about what the initial D really means, because one, Emu mentions that D is actually our ancient enemy because of that, the poneglyphs, the freaking Ohio scholars, the pirates, anyone who bears the name D or something is our enemy. Now, for Lily, we actually freaking been wondering what she has done, because she actually is the one that caused poneglyphs to be released throughout the world, and it becomes a very bad situation for everybody in the government, or Emu and the Gorosei themselves, and we have to it, Emu, after answering the questions to Cobra, decides to ask Cobra, the letter you mentioned was from Lily, but you always mention Nefelti Lily only. Say the real full name right away. And we have to it, the Gorosei is planning to kill Cobra after the conversation is over, because that's just how it is. I guess the saying goes by, the secret Emu and all that must be kept from the world no matter what. I don't know why, I don't understand it, but it is what it is. They just go like, you know what, we're really going to silence you after this is over, because the moment Emu is shown in front of you and you looked at Emu is your death sentence, And we have to it that Cobra, knowing that there's no way to escape from the situation, decides to reveal who Nefelti Lily really is, and that she had the D initial inside her name. Nefelti D Lily. This caused Emu to be very angered by this, because Emu used a certain power and ended up fatally wounding Cobra, or fate that was meant to kill him. But we have to it, Sabo, I don't know why he even was there to begin with, which is really stupid of him, but very brave, decides to interfere and try to save Cobra, because he knows Cobra is a good guy. Unfortunately, the attacks that Sabo did to the Gorosei and Emu did not do shit at all. Okay, sorry for me cussing right there. Just saying a couple of things maybe to release some stress or something like that, forgive me. But it didn't do anything at all, honestly. So, at that point, this caused Sawa to go, okay, I gotta get the hell out of here, because that's the only way how to get out, because his attacks did not work on them, and those guys are very angered to see Sabo here, and they end up trying to go after him and kill him. Sadly, though, Cobra decides to tell Sabo to deliver a message to Luffy and Vivi, while he decides to stay behind and give him time to escape. Although Sabo was reluctant to do so, he decides to make his way to get out of there anyway. No choice, because there's no way he was going to escape, because after Emu managed to make a devastating wound on Sabo, which apparently came from his, almost above his right hip, all the way down to his, left side of his body, right above his side of his hip, all the way to the left side of his body, there's no way he ain't gonna run that far anyway. And we get to see that there are some other situational events that's causing some chaos. Wappu, who saw the entire thing, ends up running for his life, I'm thinking about mine, why the hell is he even there in the first place? Which I question all the time, dude. Wappu tends to get into trouble that he's not supposed to get into. And then, here's another thing that ticked me off the most, is Vivi getting tied up to a chair and by CP0. And I mean CP0 from CP9. If you guys don't understand where I'm coming from, you guys remember the CP9 agents from Water 7 that the Straw Hats had to fight their lives against in order to save Robin? Yeah, you're looking at the members of freaking like CP0 from formerly from CP9. Yes. The guy with the wolf fruit whatsoever. Kumadori, the guy with the zipper mouth, and then like and this other guy with the long white hair who could control his body, yada yada yada. And Khalifa, I think that girl with the glasses who has some bubble fruit whatsoever. And then like Bluno, you know, the guy that looks like a freaking like an ox, you know, or a bull whatsoever, and so forth. Yes, I'm talking about CP0 right here. That was from CP9 formerly, you know. By that time, Wapu is running for his stupid dear life or something like that, and ends up actually saving Vivi in the process. And we have Tua Vivi ask Wapu to take her with him to the end of the earth, you know, where no one will be able to follow him, you know, whatever. So, looks like to me, things are very bad right now for Wapu and Vivi. We don't really know why Vivi was being tied up to a chair. That really ticked me off very badly, to be honest. And honestly, like, that's just how it is. And I'm really looking forward to see how this turns out. But whatever the situation is, things are about to get very hectic from here on out, you know. So, until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. So, I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. And I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.